Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning, afternoon. I don't know when this video is going up, but Merry Christmas to all and a Happy New Year. I know Kyle's going to be working, and I think he's already started working on a New Year's compilation like he did last year of completion of just different clips throughout the year. Thank you, Kyle. That'll be coming out New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, somewhere next week. If you're tuning into this video for the first time, give it a big thumbs up. Comments do go down below, and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Behind me is my 78 Ford Bronco. Those that have been following along for a while know about the 78, but this is it's first time out with the new valve covers. The new valve covers on, and it's running pretty good. We definitely are going to have to tackle that vibration on the rear axle next to the rear drive shaft angle and stuff like that. Today, I am working on snowmobile stuff. Papa's got the front of that trailer dissected. We've got to do some fixing on that. Somebody had done a tunnel extension and built drive-off ramps for it, but they did not reinforce the frame properly, so the whole frame twists when you're trying to ride on and off the trailer. It's dangerous. It's actually about ready to fail at the pivot points, and the whole trailer is about ready to come apart, so we got to rebuild that trailer if we're going to want to use it this year. Behind me is one of like 8 sleds that we have. This is a 2001 or 2002 Yamaha 700 Mountain Max. Used to be in phenomenal condition. We ride our stuff a little hard. We didn't know our new snowmobile trailer, the enclosed one, was so tight coming out. We accidentally scratched it here last year, and I think I put that first scratch in it on the hood. This one's nickname was Hollywood because it was just in perfect shape. All of our sleds have a name for them. Probably show you throughout the day all my sleds, or my sleds and Papa's sleds. We have a combination of both. Behind me over here, we have 2 1997 Mountain Maxes. One's a 600 twin and one's a 700 triple. The 700 triple is Franken sled. It's got just all the part. It was just all the roughs. Basically got it as a sled, whole, no engine. And we threw a bunch of random years of parts on that sled. So it's Franken sled, and then that one's Meemaw sled. So it's just called Meemaw sled. The 600 has electric start. This was a dealer, the guy that owned the dealership, I think here locally, back in the 90s, had that one custom built with electric start and just all the goodies on it. Minus the 7, it doesn't have the 700. This one's only a 600. Today, the carburetors haven't ever worked right on this sled. It's always fouled plugs, burnt way too much fuel, and not had a whole bunch of power. So we actually took Franken sled's carbs off, which are laying over there. I'm gonna be putting the carburetors on this sled and getting it going. I'll catch you guys here in about 20 minutes when I got the carbs back on this thing. It's my 97 VMAX 600 twin. It's my son's sled. Just got it running. I'm having a hard time with Hollywood in there. This one's called Max. VMAX. We call it Max. This one's running really good. I'm having a problem with the other one backfiring. It's just not wanting to run right. But we're gonna move on to Shooter next, which is my wife's sled. Get it running, and we'll come back to Hollywood later. And I got Shooter running. Now I gotta put the airbox back together. Well, that's good. My wife's gonna be excited that she gets to ride her sled. Every year it sits, oil leaks down into the system and fills the bowls up with two It's just too thick of oil. You got to take the carbs apart and clean the oil out of them. It's kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's our Power Valve 600, aka Shooter. Then we have the SX Viper, which it's called the Viper. This is Papa's sled. This is the one he rides all the time. It's also got a Power Valve 700. It's a Power Valve. And then this is my hot rod over here. This is my SXR, and it's Shorty. It's a 700 triple, and it's got some engine work done to it. It's a pretty hot rod sled. It's just as fast as the newer Viper Power Valve 700, if not a little faster. I've almost seen the end of this speedometer with this sled. I've seen 100, 102 or 105 miles an hour with this sled, and I've seen 110 miles an hour with this sled. And my buddy Nate that used to own this sled, he said downhill with the wind pushing him, he got it up to $120, but it's got Bender racing exhaust. It's also got some Bender. I think they did something with the head on this engine. Rumor had it that this engine did have a big bore kit in it, like bobsled. I'll go show you guys bobsled next, but I don't know until we take it apart. I don't want to take it apart. It runs really good. I don't have any problems starting this sled every year. I have to prime the spark plugs one time and she fires up. This is the sled with the most mileage out of our group. My wife's sled, I think, has only got like 2,500 miles on it. Viper's got... What does Viper have? It's all digital. Just rolled 2,000 miles. That one's got 2,000. Mine's got 6,000. Mine's got the Bender racing exhaust. It sounds pretty cool. Let's see here. Full choke. God, mine's harder to pull over. Mine's got more compression. And I'll go show you bobsled. Papa got quite a bit done today on the trailer. I was going to show you this earlier when he was here. Yeah, this thing is just a rickety. All the weight ran on one bolt right there on that pivot point, and your two pins that went in right here when you're going down the road. Scary as hell. What we're going to do is we're going to take this box we're taking box tubing from here back, and we're building two more of what's in the middle. So this will pivot off the this will stabilize itself with the bed, and this will no longer do this. This is one rickety hack job. This trailer originally came without this front piece on it. This is one of those range trailers. You can see they cut it and extended the tongue out to put this with the flip down doors. And it had this fiberglass or plastic plexiglass piece of crap that was about ready to cave through. We're replacing it with some diamond plate. And the front of the trailer is going to have on the two ramps that fold down on each side, we'll have some nice diamond plate that we just picked up yesterday. So if the truck kicks up rocks and debris, it's not going to ding our really nice sleds. I'm still having a hard time with Hollywood back there. I cannot get it to run right. So I had to just set it aside today. So this is Bob's sled. This one's the most built sled that we have. It's a 141 Deep Snow Special. I do believe this is a 90. This is a 2000. This one's Papa's sled. This is a 2001. I do believe. I think it's 2001. This one's got Dumbo paddles on the front for deep powder. Those are aftermarket. We just had to put these yellow Pro Traction bars back on. It actually had aftermarket ones, smaller ones, lighter weight, but they were crap. They didn't hold up very well. This one's got aftermarket handlebars, handlebar extension. It's got a nicer, knobbier track on it. Under the hood, you've got the Redhead 700, just like mine. Hulk exhaust. I think that's how you pronounce that. This one doesn't have Bender Racing. This is Hulk exhaust. This engine's got a stroker kit. We do believe it's been stroked out to 780. 740, 60, 80. I think it's he said that it was the biggest one you could do, and I think there's a 40, a 60, and an 80 stroker kit. So this is a 780. This one runs pretty dang good. We just got it fired up and fixed, and it's ready for the mountain. It needs a detail. I need to take it to my shop and detail it. I've got all the stuff over there. First pull. This one also has a racing clutch on it. It's weird. This one feels like it shifts, but yeah, it's got an aftermarket high mark clutch in it, secondary clutch. It really does a good job because when you're going and you can actually it's like it shifts like an automatic transmission. It's kind of cool. I'd like to upgrade my clutch when mine goes out to something like that, but yeah, that's it. Let's go finish this up over by the 78 Ford Stepside. All right, guys, we haven't seen this since we brought her home. I was kind of looking this over the other day, and what a score. I can't wait to really get going on this. I'm really digging this Stepside. Wish my Bronco door opened like that. My pins are going out on the top and the bottom. I did pick up this piece, guys. I actually found it years ago. I almost sold it once for a decent price, but it's a dash pad that's never been cracked. It's got a little bit of fading to it, but yeah, I found that dash pad. I know it's not brown, but at least it's a start until we find a brown one, or who knows, maybe the black won't look too bad in here. We're going to have some interior work to do. This thing's pretty rough on the inside, but they're pretty easy to, and it smells bad. I'm going to have to pull everything out of here and clean it really good. I finally got the glove box open yesterday. Got the glove box open yesterday to find that there was a pack rat's nest. It doesn't look like he mounted on any wires. He just got some of the insulation from the firewall and stuffed it in the glove box, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is the interior of the 78 F150 Stepside, or flare side. It's got a radio. It's got aftermarket gauges down there in the middle. I don't know if they work. We're probably going to keep those and upgrade those, maybe some odometer gauges. Looking at that transfer case shifter, we have a 205 transfer case in here. And then if you guys don't know the difference, if you're looking at these, I'll show you real quick. We'll go over the Bronco. You got neutral, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. That's normally this configuration is in 205 only. And let's go look underneath the truck and see what we got. Oh, yep, 205. 205, and we got a decent drive line in this thing. It's a slip yoke trim. Got a 9-inch rear end. No exhaust. No exhaust at all. No lift. Somebody's done the footballs. We've got a Dana 44 solid axle on this truck. All standard equipment. I've been looking at this wiring harness over here going, what is going on? We've got some work to do here. This thing used to have a tank here. It's all rotted fuel hose and stuff. Yeah, just a little teaser today. Looking at the old 78. Now, most of our trucks that stay in Oregon don't normally rust, and I found rust on this one. I've already talked to Mr. Fox, and he said it was no big thing. I found rust in this door right here. You can see it's a little rusty crusty. That'll be an easy fix when we go to fix her. This fender's toast. It's all dented. But the bed's got rust in it, and this will be an easy fix. It should be. But the reason the rust is in the bed is because somebody left a bunch of debris in here, and I think it gets wet and it gets soaked. And the water kind of seeps through those cracks and causes the rust to happen. So we're going to have to probably going to want to get cleaning this bed sooner than later. Get all this crud out of here and see what we have to work with for the wood underneath here. I doubt the wood's going to be salvageable. Passenger side. Rough, dirty. Good bones. All good bones. I see a lot of dollar signs for getting this thing back on the road. This is our next big project with the son, the kiddo. Somebody had a 460 in here, and they left in their mounts. Those are the mounts they built for 460. I'm just going to spend the $50 and get professional built ones. Everything's here. Wiring harness is all here. Nothing's been cut. Everything seems to be in good order. Power steering box is still here. The pump's actually dangling down there. It's got an aftermarket trans cooler. I'm hoping that C6 is good. We're going to hook an engine up to it. The plan is to get that 429 built for my Bronco this winter. And the first thing we're going to do is get a power plant in here. The 351 modified. Get it in here and get it hooked up and see what this truck's going to need. I know it's going to need brakes. It does not have brakes at this particular moment. I had to use the emergency brake to get it to stop when it came off the trailer. So alternator's even still here. It's sitting over there in that corner. Yeah, just a nice old pickup. It's missing the brain or the ignition module. Alright guys, well I hope everybody had a really good Christmas day. If you're watching this Christmas morning, I don't know when this video is going to come up. I'm going to try to get it up for Christmas, so hope everybody had a great Christmas today, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Like I said, this might be the last video of 2019. I do not know. Kyle's working on a end of the year video. I'm really excited to see that. He did a really good job on the one last year, so it's kind of fun to watch, recap the year, what we've done so far and got accomplished. So he also pulled the trigger, and it was on back order. We bought it weeks ago. The transmission rebuild kit for the E4OD for the $200 truck is going to be here very soon, and that's going to be the next series coming up, big series. It's going to be E4OD, and then it's going to be 429 time. I'm going to get the transmission built first, and then we're going to jump right into the 429. And those two things will get built this winter, and then we'll get installing the 429 in the Bronco this spring. So, and we're gonna have a lot of Bronco videos. And my main focus right now is to get the Bronco more drivable so I can drive it on the weekends and enjoy it. So guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time here on Central Oregon Shenanigans. Bye guys.